Covenant Talk episode
8.
Whoops,
we made it.
8. This episode takes place on the surface of the freaking sun. It is so hot in this room right now. So bear with us as
all the lights we have in here.
Slowly grow sweat like a glaze all over our face. It'll be great. We'll have so much fun.
I'm already dying.
Lots to talk about, but before we get into anything,
a whole lot.
My name is Jesse Chisholm, and with me, as always,
is JD Gonzalez. And let's just get this over with because it's very hot in here.
Shut up.
Again, let's do
Big
this.
baby.
So first topic of the day is
so,
what are we talking about? I have no idea.
So last month we got to talk about it. We talked about it
2 months
before we had actually seen it because it hadn't come out yet. But
yeah.
The Umbrella Academy Season 2. Let's just start off. What'd you think of it?
It was good.
It was good?
I liked it. I liked Season 1 better, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I liked Season 1 better. I think it was just... I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of the things that happened in Season 2 that I was like, I mean, it's just... things were kind of just happening and coming and going, and it was good.
Overall, you'd say it was good?
Yeah. I'm not complaining at all.
Just not as good?
Yeah. I think that's my final thought. Final
that's
answer.
Fair.
Final answer.
I liked it a lot. I really did.
Yeah.
You got a lot more character growth.
Yeah.
Like, each kind of character was on their own
Mm-hmm.
in this season. Like, they had like
Doing
a year or 3 years or 6 months just on their own. Mm-hmm. They got the chance to grow as their own. So that was cool just because before it was just kind of they were all attached to each other and they all just felt like very, not repetitive, but it was like, it felt like they didn't grow at all in the first season.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate Luther in the first season, saying that, he caused the apocalypse and what have you.
I completely forgot what happened in Season 1.
In Season 1, essentially, I wouldn't say he causes the apocalypse, but he is the one that, like, Vanya is kind of becoming better, and then he's the one that kind of sneaks up and tries to grab her. And he also locks her in the sound room and freaks her out.
He does do that. I remember that.
But that's why in Season 2, spoilers, it was so cool that he got that moment of, like, where he was coming up and you think, like, oh, he's about to mess up again. He's about to try and kill Vanya and be an idiot again.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
And he's just like, oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm a monster.
He is a monster. He literally is a monster. Yeah. He's got a
So
ape
I really
body.
hope that all the people that were like, screw Luther, he's dumb, are now being like, you know what? Good job, Luther. I like you now.
I still think that people hate him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think I've seen like people tweeting it out and just reacting.
Dumb. They're each terrible in their own way.
They are, like, and that's the whole point.
Terrible people.
That's the whole point,
right? But everyone likes Klaus, right? I love Klaus.
He's terrible.
He's a terrible person.
He's a terrible human being.
He's a terrible person.
He started a cult.
Yeah.
And then he tried to leave them.
Yeah.
He did
terrible.
leave them. Yeah.
He's awful. They're all awful in their own way. It's just some people just really like to hate on Luther. And that bums
it's
me
true.
out.
I mean, he is a simp. He's a simp for. He is. I mean,
rumor.
Yeah. Whatever. What's
Allison.
Her name? Allison. Yeah, he is. He straight up is. I mean, he's. What did he do? I mean, he kind of did respect their marriage, but at the same time, I don't know. This man's just all over the place.
Yeah.
He's a big baby.
Again, they're all kind of troubled.
They are,
and
that's the whole
worst
point.
Father in the world.
That's the point of the show is that
right.
They're all horrible people, and I don't know. I mean, personally, I do like Klaus. I would say that he's my favorite because he's the most interesting. He's like the most eccentric and the most outgoing and whatever.
And that's why he's getting his own comic.
Yeah, and Luther is a big baby, so you got to agree that he is a baby. And I feel like that's why people don't like him.
Yeah,
Number one, he's simping over Allison. Number two, he's a baby. But to be fair, his dad did leave him on the moon.
Shut up.
It's true. Like,
I know, but that's what everyone goes. They go like, they show Vanya and it's like, oh, she was abused and blah, 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 and brainwashed and stuff like that. And then they show Luther and he goes, Dad put me on the moon. And that's all he has. Which is true.
A big thing. I mean, he was
I feel like
left
it goes
alone.
Right. I feel like it goes a lot deeper in the fact that his dad resurrected him, then went, ooh, I don't like you. I'm sending you away on a secret mission, wasting 4 years of his life.
Alone.
Yeah, alone. All to come back and figure out, oh, he lied to me, and there was no point of me being up there.
Yeah. Alone.
He was ashamed of me.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's horrible. I mean...
Hargreaves is the worst.
He is.
The absolute worst. The Monocle. He's the worst.
Monocle.
But getting back into season 2, there were like 3 things I wanted to touch on.
Just blow through them. Okay. Hurry up.
The Swedes.
What about them?
I loved them.
Yeah, they were good.
I loved them so much. Yeah. That is what...
Were they in the comic?
They're not in the comic, but that is what these 2 right here... I don't know if you can see that mug. I'm forgetting their names. Hazel and Cha-Cha. That's what Hazel and Cha-Cha were supposed to be like. There's just these 2 very chaotic, like...
Yeah.
They would, like, take shots at each other and stuff like... They were just the Swedes. They were crazy. Yeah. And they loved being evil.
So that's what they were supposed to be.
That's sad. They were like, I think they kind of went like, you know what? We kind of do need characters that like the original Hazel and Cha-Cha from the comic. So let's just throw in the Swedes. Yeah. And they were really good.
They were really good. I
loved them so much. Yeah. It was kind of weird that the one, spoilers again, didn't take revenge.
It's true.
I
don't know.
I wouldn't have walked away. She made him kill his own brother.
It's true.
I wouldn't have walked away from that. Yeah, I would have been like, I'm going to shoot her.
You did this.
Yeah, you are a terrible person.
I murdered my own brother because of you.
Yeah, I'm going to kill you. I'm not going to walk away.
Yeah. Spoilers,
whatever.
For all the 2 people that watch this show.
Sorry, Bear.
Including me. I mean, I rewatch these all the time. They're pretty funny. Pretty funny, you know. Future me, right? This is funny. This is good stuff, right? Quality. Why am I looking up there? The camera's down here.
Yeah, you're looking at our audio waves right now.
Good quality stuff, future me, right? Got him. Anyways, so what was the other thing that you liked about the show? Movie.
I did like that the Sparrow Academy got brought in.
That is from
the comics. However, the Sparrow Academy, it's a lot different in the comics in that it's like in the same timeline, obviously. Mm-hmm. And its mom runs off, finds 7 other superpowered beings, who have already like grown into adults, and she raises them as her own, like, you know, hiding them from Hargreaves somehow, and she raises the Sparrow Academy. So it's cool that we got the Sparrow Academy. However, the Sparrow Academy
happens later.
Was the last scene in Volume 3. Like, that's the last scene in the comics, meaning I think they've just skipped completely over Hotel Oblivion.
Which is Volume 3.
And that's what I was pumped up for, because we would get to actually see villains, like legitimate powered beings and stuff like that. And we get to see powers rather than just them running from gunfire.
Which they did.
Which they did a lot in that season. 2. It was good. It was just,
So I remember that you were talking about the goldfish character. I forgot his name.
Carmichael.
I mean, you were very excited about Carmichael. How'd you feel about him in season 2? I have a sneeze coming on, so I gotta sneeze. But just keep talking.
Be prepared.
There it is.
There's that sneeze.
Yep.
Just like the last episode.
Yep.
So Carmichael is supposed to be like the big bad.
Uh-huh.
He's the one that like betrays number 5 a bunch of times, and so like there is no lady. What's her name? Grenade face lady.
Not the Monitor. It's the something like that. It's like something like
it's the something.
Yeah. But we know who you're talking about.
Yeah. She doesn't exist. It's just Carmichael.
So Carmichael is the lady in the comics.
Essentially, yeah. He's the one that like tries to betray number 5. He's the one sending agents after number 5, and like while they're in the past, he like double crosses him and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And in the end, it's number 5 that smashes open his head and then eats him.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
But it's weird because Carmichael actually saves the world, or rather, he lets the future continue. You know, because Vanya is supposed to destroy it.
Yeah.
Carmichael is the one that's like, all right, you know what? You helped me out and everything. I did try to betray you, but you still helped me out again after that. So tell you what, the world doesn't end anymore. You get your world. And he's like, wow. And then he smashes his head and eats him.
Why?
Because he can't live with Carmichael, always watching him and stuff like that. Any moment he'll betray him.
That's fair.
So I feel like I liked him, but like they really like... They did him dirty.
Yeah.
They made him a puss.
They really did.
Yeah. Which is a bummer. It's such a unique character. I really wish like he got that really kind of evil, scary presence.
Even though he was a goldfish.
Yeah, exactly. That's why everyone loves him. But yeah, that was a bummer. But I still think they did a really good job.
Yeah, it's cool to see him.
Yeah.
In the small screen. Yeah. At least.
One of the other things I wanted to talk about.
What's that?
I don't describe people as cool. Like, you don't describe somebody as cool. You say they're like friendly or something like that. You describe like a character as cool. Like, like Henry Cavill playing Superman, that he was so cool.
Yeah.
Raymond Chestnut, and I have to look at his name. His name is Yusuf, I think. Yusuf. It's Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Gatewood.
That
dude is cool.
The actor. Not the character.
Well, the character, he looked cool too, but he looks so cool.
Let me look at him.
I kept looking at him like, oh my gosh, this guy is so cool.
Do you have a man crush on him?
Maybe.
Yusuf.
Honestly, he's just like, I want him to be in everything now. I want him to be in every single role ever.
What was his name? Ben. What is his last name?
Gatewood.
Okay, hold on. Let me look him up.
I only know him from
what made you. What made you?
I think it was when he was trying on the suits. When he's like putting on like the nice suits and stuff like that, and he just looked like this, like, I don't know. I don't want to say like a mob boss, but he kind of looked like a mob boss, like somebody that would just be like breaking faces and stuff. He looked like I don't know. He should be in more important roles. He should be a villain more.
He's only been in like a handful of things.
That's what I'm saying. He's only been in like 15 roles or something like that.
Like half of it is from Law and Order or CSI.
Exactly. I knew him from Good Omens, where he did play a villain.
Yeah.
He played Famine.
That's what. Yeah.
And he had cool like razor sharp teeth and stuff. But that dude needs to be in like everything.
I did like him. I liked his acting, his character. Yeah, he was really cool.
He was great. He needs to be in more things. That's all I have to say about that. Just because I was like, man, this guy's so cool. Let me go look at his IMDb. And I was like, he's in like nothing.
Yeah.
And
well, that's kind of a random thought, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think that at all when I saw him.
You didn't think he was cool?
I mean, I was just like, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Cool looking guy, I guess.
Things.
I don't know. Cool, I guess.
I liked him a lot.
Maybe we'll use him in the future.
Maybe we'll use him.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he can play any character. I don't care.
Whenever we start making movies, TV shows, or whatever.
Yeah, in about 75 years from now.
100
Here's
years.
looking at you, 90-something-year-old
Yusuf.
Jesse and JD.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it.
Here we are, still making content, right?
You old timers.
Or you're dead. Because
most likely
the plague took you over.
Yeah. Oh man.
Anyways, we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah. That's all I had to say about Umbrella Academy. It was really good. Enjoyed it. Can't wait for more. They better hurry up.
They did. Yeah. They already confirmed that season 3 is coming.
But they better hurry up because that kid's getting older.
Which one? Number 5?
Yeah. Also, that's the other thing I should say. That dude can act.
What, number 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can.
He's 16.
Is he? I thought he was a little bit older than that.
No, he turned 16 while they were filming, I think. They had like a whole birthday celebration.
Wow. That's cool.
That kid can act.
He can.
Oh my gosh, he can act.
Yeah.
He needs to be like one of the Robins or something.
I can see that.
Yeah. I don't know which Robin. Cool. Maybe like Red Robin. But he needs to be one of the Robins.
I can see him as Damien because he's the youngest.
That's fair. And he also plays a brat.
He does play a brat.
So there you go. Yeah. Damien.
There you go.
He should be Damien.
I just hooked you up, man. What's his name?
DC should be calling you any second.
Yeah, because of us.
Yeah.
They watched this video and said, you know what? They're right.
Look, get him on Damien.
There you go, Damian Wayne. There you go, man. You're welcome.
Also, the other thing I want to say is a lot of memes. A lot of memes came out of this.
Like what?
There's like a new meme format now of where Vanya's driving by and number 5 driving by and they're all looking at each other like this. That's like everywhere now. Yeah. Put some of those up right now. They're really good.
That one's the funniest one. That one's my favorite.
That one's your favorite?
Yep. This one's my least favorite.
Oh, no.
Because, I don't know, man. It's just my least favorite.
I hate you.
What other memes? That's like kind of the only meme that I know of.
That was pretty
much. Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Wow, that's a lot of memes.
I see it everywhere is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Everyone uses it, even though they haven't watched the show.
Yeah. Good show. Check it out.
Show. Very good show.
There you go. Like this one. This one's a good show.
Shut up. It's not a show. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast show.
Do you have anything else to say about the season?
No, I think it was really good. I'm trying to like remember my favorite parts. It's been a while. I mean, it's been like a month since it's came out and since I've watched it.
Right.
It was good. That's it. It was good. I can't really remember any of my favorite parts because
aren't you talkative today?
I have very bad memory. I'm very excited for season 3. I'm like curious to what they're gonna do, especially with the kid, the kid that Vanya was carrying after. What was his name?
Oh,
And the farm.
I want to say Lucas, but that's not right.
No, something like that. It was like it was a
Put it up now. There it is. That's his name.
I'm curious about him because then, like, spoilers, he got some powers as well.
But didn't she take him out of it?
No, but like after they left, remember they went back to the future and then they showed the mom. This is big spoilers. The mom and the kid were driving off, and he was like playing with like a Rubik's cube,
it like levitate or whatever.
Something. Yeah, so he was levitating.
Yeah.
And so I mean that was in the past, and now obviously they're in the future, and there's so many changes with the Sparrow Academy.
They didn't even try.
They didn't even care.
So many timeline changes.
Yeah. So I wonder now that it's the future, that kid's grown up. I mean, he's probably got to be like an old man by now or something.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say old man. Maybe a little older.
He would be older than them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is he? Because they were born in like the 90s or whatever.
The 80s.
The 80s. Right? Was it the 80s?
89 or something like that.
Oh. But yeah, so he was obviously powered before them. Mm-hmm. So
interesting. Yeah. I wonder, does that make sense? Well, because they went back to the past.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean there's going to be doubles of them? Because they went to the past, but they still got born in the present.
Right.
So would that mean that they're still, like, the ones that were born in the present are still out there, but they weren't taken by the Monocle? Because they were still born.
Right, but Monocle still would have taken them.
No, because he didn't take those ones. He took the other ones for the Sparrow Academy.
Oh, that's right.
So I think
them. They're the same ones, though. They didn't show them, but I think it's literally just going to be them.
Even, what's his name? Ben. Yeah, Ben was like, who are these guys? Like, he didn't even recognize them.
That's true.
So, is there going to be doubles of them? Like, the ones that went back to the past?
Or maybe they're just their own.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
I don't know.
I wonder what they're going to do.
I don't know. Time travel is so confusing.
They're definitely going to make it up as they go because the comics aren't out yet.
Exactly. And they won't be out for quite some time because he just started Klaus's own spinoff. And while I'm super excited that Klaus gets his own spinoff, I would much rather get a conclusion to the other 4 volumes of the Umbrella Academy, or 5 volumes, I think.
Yeah, it's 5. We'll see.
Looking at you, Gerard.
Gerard Way.
Hurry up, man.
Looking at you, man. What are you doing? Hurry up.
I love your stuff. Just please keep doing it.
But you don't listen to his music.
That's true.
So you don't like
I listen
all
to
this stuff.
A
Teenagers,
song.
Yeah. We were talking about this.
No, I listened to another song.
Which one? The Black Parade?
Remember. It's like The Ghost in You or something like that. Because I was looking at a little thing where all the Umbrella Academy cast listened to certain songs to get them into their character.
Did they listen to...
Ben listens to The Ghost in You by
My Chemical
Romance, yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. But yeah, I think that about wraps up everything we had to talk about for the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah. Moving on, next topic.
Moving on. Again, we're going to be talking a lot about DC.
Yeah, we're going to try to blow through some topics because we have a lot to talk about.
We do. So before we talk about DC, we just talked about Dark Horse. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Marvel for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I have nothing to talk about in this subject, so it's going to be all you.
You can ask questions.
I'll ask some questions.
I got to play. I say I got to play. I downloaded the Avengers.
You're
beta.
part of the select few,
right? It makes it sound like they sought me out and gave me a code. No, I went on Steam and went download, play. Yeah,
Marvel got in contact with you.
Yeah,
we want you to play this game because you're just prolific.
You're just so amazing. We watched your podcast and we're putting you in it now.
Anyways, so you got to play Marvel's Avengers the game.
Yes, the beta.
The beta.
I got to play the beta.
I didn't.
You did not, and I didn't even tell you about it because I knew you wouldn't download it.
I wouldn't. I have no interest, but I mean, we'll
have to say.
What were your first reactions?
I was excited.
Yeah. So this is before you played it. You were excited.
Yes, I was very excited.
Now you're not excited.
Okay, it's a little bit of both. So playing the game's a lot of fun. Uh-huh. The gameplay is awesome.
All right.
The gameplay is so much fun. Like the various characters and stuff like that, and like they each have their own like ranged attack and what have you. Like the Hulk can pick up rocks and throw them, and then Black Widow just shoots people,
as
and then
she does.
Miss Marvel just like stretches her arms out super far to punch people, and they each have like their own combos, their own super moves and stuff like that. A lot of fun.
Was it like Ultimate Alliance? Because that's what I think of when I think of...
That's like the top-down one, right?
I love that game.
It's like a third-person game.
Okay. So that's what I think of when I think of a big team-up, especially Marvel game.
Mm-hmm.
Think of Ultimate Alliance.
Right.
I mean, I love that game. I know a lot of people...
The game was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very
I remember
fun.
playing that at a lot of birthdays, oddly enough. Yeah. I don't know why it was always birthdays.
It was weird because, like, everyone had it, but no one knew where they got that game.
Right.
Like, everyone just had it. Everyone just had it. Just randomly, everyone had Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, I'll have this. You want to play it? Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right, whatever.
I don't know where I got it from, but just got it. Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways.
It's like a third-person game.
Cool.
It's mission to mission.
So it's not free roam?
It's not free roam.
They
have like a hub world.
Like Ultimate Alliance?
Right, where you get to walk around the little hellship carrier, whatever those things are called.
Hellship carrier.
So they have like missions where you just play as yourself, you play by yourself, and then they have like bigger missions where you
need to team up.
You team up. You can bring in like up to 4 people. You can have them just be computers, or you can bring in friends and stuff like that.
Cool.
Lots of fun. See, I was having a lot of fun playing it, but man, it is so buggy.
Well, I mean, it is a beta.
It's the beta, okay? And so you're thinking, oh, it's the beta, you know? It's, you know, it's buggy. There's a lot of things I have to fix, you know? But that's okay, you know? Like, normally betas, that's like a good 2 months in advance before the game, or like 3 months in advance. So playing this beta, I'm like, oh, well, you know, they'll fix all this. And I'm like, oh, wait, this game's out in 2 weeks.
Wow.
So
I didn't know that.
They've got a lot of stuff to fix, because that was so buggy. That was one of the buggiest experiences I've had in a long time.
Really?
It was pretty bad. It was just like characters teleporting everywhere. Like during cutscenes, like characters' eyes would like pop out, and then like characters would pop up behind characters and then disappear again.
I'm looking it up right now. It was
so bad.
I'm looking it up right now.
You can. A lot of people were having issues with it. Some people claim they fixed it. But I was playing it on the last day, and
there's a lot of people complaining about it. Oh my gosh.
I was playing it on the last day. It was not fixed on the last day. I don't know what those people were talking about. It was bad. But I still had a lot of fun playing it.
Regardless of the bugs.
Right. Regardless of the bugs. The story was fun. I really like Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. She's great.
Why?
Because it's like if any of us were to be turned, like in this world of like superheroes and stuff, and suddenly we get powers.
As a normal human being.
Right.
Turned into
like a superhero, a superpowered being, and then getting to like team up with the Avengers. Like she's just such like a nerd for it, where she's just like freaking out. Like she's so excited to be like working with like Banner and Iron Man and stuff like that. She's like nerding out, which is what any of us would do.
It's true.
We would be like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I'm hanging out with Tony Stark, all because I can vomit acid. This is so cool.
That would be one of our powers.
That would be one of our powers.
Our powers would be just...
It would be terrible.
Yeah, it would be horrible.
I would like vomit acid, and I don't know what you would do.
I don't know.
Super burps.
Yeah, something stupid.
Something really dumb.
Really stupid.
We'd be the joke Avengers.
Exactly, and then they would just be making fun of us the whole time.
Yeah, that'd be fine. We'd just be happy to be included.
Burp Boy and Vomit.
There you go. The Vomit.
The Vomit.
The Vomit. We are absolutely making those characters, by the way. Trademark. We are making those characters in our comic now.
There you go.
I know exactly what to add them to.
What?
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, she's very relatable.
Okay.
Because she'd be like any of us if we.
Because I don't know anything about her. I mean,
right.
I've never read any of her comics or anything, so I don't know anything about her.
She stretches.
I knew that.
She stretches.
Okay. Does she stretch as much as Mr. Fantastic?
I've
noticed there's a lot of stretchy superheroes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
Like why is that a thing? Why is it like there you got Plastic Man. Mm-hmm. You have Mr. Fantastic.
Elastic Man.
You have Elastic Girl. You have Elastic Woman.
You have Plastic Man's kid.
Yeah. Yeah. From
Injustice.
Then you have Miss Marvel.
What was the girl from Teen Titans?
Which one? Oh, the lady?
Yeah, she was stretchy.
Yeah.
I think she was French or something. I don't remember her name.
Something like that. I think she was German.
Was she German?
She was German or something like that. Why is there such a fascination in like stretching?
It's a cool power.
It is, but like it's so random and strange. I don't know, whatever.
I really like how they do it with her because she can like one of her power ups is she just gets like gigantic, like she can grow because she can stretch so much. And I just like the way like it looks because she'll be like whacking people around and then all of a sudden her fists turn huge and she slams them down out of nowhere. That's
what I think that like I think Plastic Man's the one with like the unitard, right?
Plastic Man's the one. He's got the black curly.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's because there's so
Elastic Man is he's got purple. And
okay. White. Okay. There you go. I always get them mixed up. But Plastic Man, I think, is stronger than the rest because he can do strange things like that, where he can like just mold his body into like weaponry, like as if his body was a Green Lantern ring.
Interesting.
Like he can, I remember
I know he can turn into like shovels and stuff. I've seen stuff like that.
No, there was like a scene in DC Metal, the first series, not Death Metal, where he like turns like his whole body into like his right hand's like a T-Rex, and then each finger on his left hand is like a different weapon, and then his body is like himself as a body is like a wood chipper or something like that.
That's interesting.
So I mean that's cool. I think that's cool. Really cool. But I mean, if you're just stretchy just to be stretchy, I think it's just like a little crowded in that demographic.
A little bit. I mean, it's about as crowded as speedsters.
It's true. That's true. But that's a little bit more normal,
I guess.
Like you got super strength, super speed, flight. Like those are normal powers. But then it's just like I can stretch. It's just like that's so random. Like. Okay, like there's just such a big influx in characters like that. Not dogging on them, like it's just there's just
Ms.
random.
Marvel's great.
Yeah, cool.
Overall, I'm excited for the game, but I think I'm gonna wait just a little bit before I buy it. Just gonna.
But you are gonna get it.
I am gonna get it. I'm gonna keep checking the reviews, or go on the community hub and see if it's fixed from bugs. First thing I did notice when I signed on to the game was that there was a store. Immediately.
Oh, so there's in-game purchases.
There's in-game purchases, and there's like an in-game currency and what have you. For the most part, or for the whole part actually, it was all just cosmetics. Okay. It was all just costumes, like little banners and emotes.
Well, that's good.
In which, like, when you think about it, that's not that bad, because that's just Overwatch.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, Overwatch's loot boxes.
Yeah.
That was just, all those did was unlock cosmetics. It was just skins, emotes, and spray paint or whatever. Yeah. And
I mean, that's pretty much like, Fortnite does that. And
right.
Like,
but it's not like unlocking weapons or anything like that. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
As long as it's not like progression-wise. Like, it helps you progress.
As long as it's not pay to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Pay to win.
That sucks.
Yes, it does.
Don't do that, companies. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that anymore.
Nobody
liked it in the first
Only
place.
Hitler.
Only Hitler.
There it is, our Hitler segment.
I was hoping we would drop that. I was hoping we'd lose that segment, but nope, here it is.
Hitler's back.
Go ahead and
2020
in the tags below when you're editing or when you're doing this video, put Hitler in there so that YouTube immediately flags us.
There you go, Hitler 2020.
There you go. Oh, no.
There's the title.
No, that has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
I know, but I mean that was exactly what our title was last time. Our title was
but that made whatever. Let's move on. Marvel game, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm gonna wait until they've fixed all the bugs, which might take a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why games just like release or game companies release games when they're obviously unfinished.
Right.
It's just it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and it's just like. I don't want that. I don't want to pay. Right. I don't want to pay money for this because it's like when you think about a product in general, like if I were to buy a car, and if the car was unfinished, that's stupid. Why would I buy an unfinished mid-build car,
buggy car that you just have to replace the parts with immediately?
Yeah, exactly. Or anything, just a computer,
or you have to keep taking it in so it gets fixed.
Exactly. It's like this will be finished. In a few months. It's
we'll finish this eventually.
Okay.
It's like games that have, what is it? Alpha? Not alpha.
Betas?
No. Early access.
Early access. Okay.
Those games. Woof. Although, some of them are good. Like Subnautica. True. Anyway.
I don't know. I think that somebody said it at Nintendo where it's like a
Shigeru
delayed...
Miyamoto?
Yeah, that one. Everyone knows that quote, but it's true. It's like a delayed game is better than
is inevitably good
than
as opposed to a broken game will always be remembered as bad or whatever.
Like No Man's Sky or
that got good though.
It got good, but it's always
yes,
known,
it will always be known now
or
as
Fallout
76.
76.
Ooh.
I mean, apparently that got good, but
I don't think that got good.
Anyway, yeah. Even if it does get good, it's always going to be known as being a bad game.
Right.
So finish your games.
Finish your games.
Finish it, and then release it.
Take the
gracious.
cyberpunk route.
If I were to release a comic that was just unfinished,
right?
That's stupid. No one would
buy that. It goes from like page 1 to 5 to 20, and it's done.
Yeah, there you go.
You're like, I'll put the other pages in later.
Come back in a few months, and I'll have the finished book for you. But this is early access. This is early access comic book.
Wouldn't make any sense.
No, that'd be terrible. No one would buy our books. I mean, nobody already buys our books, but even less.
Hey, we just finished a Kickstarter.
We did. Here we go. There he is. Yay.
Got a lot of money.
Did. Anyways, we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Now we transition into the 3-hour-long conversation about DC. Yes, DC FanDome. That was last Saturday, right?
It was a week ago today.
Week ago today. We are filming Schmergedy
the 29th of August.
Yeah.
Timestamp.
Yeah. So,
a lot to talk about. So many things. It was, I didn't get to watch all of it live.
Right.
Live. It was already pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to watch all of it live, but I did get to watch a good chunk of it live. And as a DC fan, I think everyone watching already knows that we're huge DC fans. Yeah. We love everything DC. So this was literally our day.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun. The parts that we got to watch, and I just enjoyed every second of it. I think that I was like a kid in a candy store. Every little thing they would show, I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Show me more. I want more. And they did, and they delivered. So, yeah. I think that overall, as an overall experience, obviously we're going to get into nitty-gritties, I think.
Right.
But obviously, as an overall, I enjoyed it.
It was a good idea. It was a great idea.
It was a great idea. And I think they only did it they started planning it a few months ago.
Right.
Which a normal con takes a whole year to plan. And so with the amount of time that they had and everything that they had, it was phenomenal. And I enjoyed every second of it.
It was great. It was a great way to let everybody know about what's coming for DC.
Yep.
Marvel, get on that, man.
Marvel's already killing it.
Marvel's already killing it, but it's always so confusing. You never know what's coming out next.
It's true. Yeah. They've had announcements before where they're like, "Oh, we're making this movie," and then it just kind of gets canceled. Right. But yeah,
when's that Black Widow movie coming out?
That was supposed to come out.
When's the Eternals coming out?
The New Mutants came out.
Shut up. Isn't that Sony?
It's Fox, but they bought Fox.
Oh, Fox. That's right. Sony's just back.
But yeah, I think that the whole FanDome experience was amazing.
Yeah, a lot of cool actors got brought in.
Yeah, it was.
They did a lot with essentially nothing because again, nobody could meet each other, so everything had to be digital. You could definitely tell some of these $1 million earning actors had really crappy webcams, just the basic potato webcams.
How are you rich? And
you guys are billionaires.
You're recording off of a Chromebook here, and just the little tiny camera.
You're sitting there. You got kids in the background. It's what's going on?
You're a millionaire,
and they're not used to this kind of world, and they have to get brought into it. And it's very interesting.
But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. You want to just start going down the list of everything to talk about?
I think that you want to go with most excited to least excited. Or do you have a list?
I have somewhat of a list.
Okay. Well,
I want to keep the movies together and then the games together.
Can do that then. All right.
First, I just wanted to get this out of the way because I don't think we'll be spending much time talking about it.
Okay.
But Wonder Woman.
Coming out.
We got a new trailer.
It looks good. It looks great. I'm excited.
Looks great. I'm less excited.
Why?
I'm just not as interested in it for some reason.
Are you sexist?
No, because I really loved that first movie. It was just watching this trailer, I was just kind of like...
Really?
I don't know. I'm excited for certain things. I'm excited for the fight with Cheetah and stuff like that. But all the stuff with Steve Trevor, I was just kind of like, it seems like they're just gonna be doing a lot of walking and talking again.
It's true. It is true, but
I think it'll be a good movie overall.
Yeah.
I'm just not as hyped as I was the first time or with the first movie.
I think that out of all the movies coming out, I think that one, I'm still excited.
Mm-hmm.
But after all the other movies they've presented, I think it's probably the one that I'm least excited for.
Right.
Not saying that I'm not excited. I'm very excited.
It's just saying, like, you know, like, you're 100% excited for it, but for the other stuff, you're like 110%.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we got some really good stuff coming out. Really, really good stuff. And so, I mean, it's weird because Wonder Woman 86, 84? 84, we have the most information about.
It's true.
We have the most information, and I think that kind of attributes to it, because with every other thing that they presented, we got some first looks, or we got some, like, you know, stuff that we didn't know before. But, I mean, with Wonder Woman, I think that we already knew kind of the plot, the general plot. We already knew about the villains.
Right.
And so it's not like we're not excited because it looks boring. I think we're just unexcited because we already kind of know
everything
we kind of
about
already
it.
know.
Yeah.
And it was already kind of supposed to be out at this point.
Right.
So I think that's why
back in June, right?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to come out like either in June or August or something like that. So that's kind of a bummer, but it doesn't mean that we're not excited for it, at least for me. So yeah, it'll be good. I think it'll be good.
I think it'll be good too. I'm just saying I'm not as pumped as I was with the first movie. The first movie, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this.
And
this one,
great.
I'm just kind of like, I can wait if it comes out on like DVD or whatever.
You're not going to watch it in theaters, or if we even have
that's what
theaters?
I'm saying. We might not even have theaters at this point.
But I think one thing that I'm very excited for Wonder Woman is seeing Cheetah for the first time on the and like that was the one thing that we got as a first look for that movie was the first look
seeing
at
Cheetah as Cheetah.
Yeah, and she looks great. I think that's the thing that a lot of people, me included, were worried about, because it's like, how are you gonna do a humanoid cheetah? Like, is it gonna look like the Cats movie?
I was just gonna bring that up.
Is it gonna look like Cats? Like, because that's a general fear. Like, that movie is horrifying.
Are they gonna have to edit out her butthole, her cat butthole?
Oh god, terrible movie. We're not talking about that movie though. I'm glad that she looks great. She looks good. Yes.
I was getting angry at first because it looked like she was just like a superpowered being with like a cheetah scarf.
That's what it looked like at first.
Right, and so I think everyone was kind of being like, this is dumb. But then they actually show cheetah.
I think that's what she's going to be at the beginning of the movie, or like the beginning of when she gets her powers. She might just look like a person with a cheetah outfit, and she's like superhuman or whatever.
Right.
But I think that, you know, she does something with herself and makes herself look like a cheetah, like horrifyingly.
Right.
And I'm also excited to see Max Lord, and I'm happy that
I don't know much about that.
He's a pretty big villain, but what's his name?
Pedro
Pascal. I'm very excited. I love him. I love him so much. I had no idea. Yeah.
He looks American. Like, he looks like he's full on.
I don't think that he's Mexican. I know he's Hispanic. Obviously, he's Hispanic.
Right. But I'm saying, like, him playing as Max Lord.
Oh, playing a white guy?
Yeah, he looks completely like, Texas. Yeah, kind of deal.
I think they did a really good job with that.
It's crazy. He doesn't even look the same.
He doesn't.
It's awesome, though. I'm so
he's got the same face, but he looks like a white version of himself.
Right, which is just creepy.
Yeah, it is pretty creepy. But he looks great.
Yeah. I love seeing him and stuff. I can't wait to see him in more stuff.
Anyways, moving on.
Next, you want to talk about one of our favorite announcements, The Batman.
The Bat.
I guess it wasn't an announcement, but it was a discussion.
It was a discussion trailer.
Yeah.
First looks. Holy cow.
It looks great.
All you haters of Robert Pattinson and that movie in general, you could suck it.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew he was going to be a great Batman from the beginning. I had no doubts, and this is just proof in the pudding. And I think what they said, it was like only 25 to 30% of the movie is shot. And that is insane.
They made that cool of a trailer out of like 20% of the movie being shot.
That was one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
And it might just be because I'm like fangirling. Or hyped. But that was a really good trailer.
Absolutely.
It showed everything that it needed to show, and it didn't spoil anything. Like, it showed all the characters, like in their respective outfit, you know, whatever. The Batman, Penguin, which looks nothing like the actor. What's his name? Colin
Colin Farrell?
Farrell, yeah. He looks nothing like Colin Farrell at all.
Nothing. He looks like that one guy who I can't remember.
This
Put
guy.
up a picture of him here.
He looks like this guy.
He played the mayor in Gotham. He's been in like a lot of things, but that's what I most recently recognized him as, the mayor in Gotham.
I think he played Nixon in one
Did he?
show or
that
something
makes
like
sense.
that. Yeah.
He does kind of have that look.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying he looks just like that guy.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
I mean, he does.
He does.
I guess they have their reasons for choosing Colin Farrell. He's a good actor. Not saying that the other guy isn't, but I don't know. Whatever.
I'm really hoping he's short.
Maybe. I don't know.
Because I don't want to see a tall penguin. Not again.
Where did you see a?
I guess. Well, I was trying to think of the one from Gotham. I guess he wasn't tall. He was just very skinny, which made him look kind of tall.
He was just slim.
But I think he was short.
Yeah.
But then also the Arkham, not Arkham.
Arkham. That was like a little
not
guy.
That. He was definitely little in that. I love the Arkham version, best version. Well, Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, best version.
The Telltale game. Can't Batman: The Enemy Within or something like that.
Never played it.
He's like a super tall, kind of lengthy dude. Who wears like a penguin gas mask. Very strange.
It's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah, no, they kind of went off the rails with that game.
Like
but
that.
We're not talking about that game. We're talking about
the
Batman.
Not the cartoon from 2004. The movie.
That was a weird cartoon.
That was a great cartoon.
It was a great cartoon, but it was like you could tell like they had to make it for kids.
It's true.
So they used like weird like taser
guns
they didn't
or whatever.
use
actual guns.
They never showed blood or anything like
until
that. Until the movie
with
Dracula.
Where it was all blood.
It was so gory. It was just like so brutal. And
it went from like being like a kid show to being like just like holy cow, this is like a bloodbath. Because they like
broke the limits. They're like, all right, do whatever you want. Like this isn't going to be aired on television or whatever. Like
I think I remember seeing it on television though.
Maybe it was later. I don't know. But they didn't have the same restrictions anymore.
They went out on that movie, and I love that movie.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
We're talking about the movie The Batman coming out next year.
Yeah, next year. It looks like the Riddler's going to be the villain.
Yes, which I'm very excited about because the way that Matthew Reeves was talking about it is that it's going to be a very different Batman movie than we're used to. I know that Christopher Nolan had, a very realistic take on it, which is great, and I love those movies. I mean, who doesn't? But the reason I'm so excited for this movie is because it's going to be like a very gritty noir detective movie. And that is just going to be so good because that's the heart of Batman.
Right. That was like
Detective Comics. Like that's where he came from.
That was the animated series. Yeah. That's the games where he's a detective and stuff like that.
Exactly. And like
we didn't get that much in the movies.
No, we just got I love those movies.
Right.
But like we didn't really get to see much of the detective, like finding things out and having to use his brain.
World's greatest detective.
Exactly, and that's why I'm super excited because not only does it seem like realistic and gritty, which people were complaining about, like
people are always going to complain.
I'm sorry, Batman, the gothic dude that dresses as a bat, dresses in all black,
lives gritty for you. Yeah,
is he too gritty and dark for you? I'm sorry.
I think it's ever since the Deadpool 2 came out where they so dark. Are you sure you're not from the DC universe? Now everyone just uses that joke.
It's like, would you want Batman to be like how he was in Adam West? Like, sorry.
You want that back?
Sorry.
Did you watch that? Because that was great.
Well, oh yeah, that was really good.
Batman Beyond.
Batman Beyond.
Rewatching. That was so great.
That was really good. I love that.
That was incredible. I loved it.
But
yeah, I'm excited for this movie. I'm gonna say it now. Favorite Batsuit.
Yeah, mine too.
In like movies so far, favorite Batsuit. It goes way beyond Affleck's. It goes way beyond Christian Bale. Obviously, it goes way beyond bat nipples. It's by far the best. Shut up. It's by far the best.
It's very good.
It's awesome. It looks like he made it himself. Yeah. It looks like he was actually thinking when he put into the thought because like some of them are just like they were talking about where he's got like the stationary head. Yeah. Where Christian Bale just has Yeah. And he can't turn his head. He has to turn his whole body.
Yeah. And he made fun of that in Dark Knight, right? Where he was like, I want to be able to turn my head. Yeah. Or whatever. So.
But it's cool. I love everything about this Batsuit. It looks so great. And it seems like there's like a lot of inspiration from the different Batman costumes. Yeah. Like I was saying, like I don't know what episode that was, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of the White Knight Batman.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually what they did, like, because he's got like the weird the collar
like the
that
collar
he has.
thing.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
It seems like there's inspiration from everything.
It looks a bit like that, and then it looks like a bit from like Batman Damned, but I don't think you're. Are you familiar with that?
I've seen like the pictures.
Yeah, it looks like that mixed with the White Knight.
With a little bit of the Arkham series.
Yeah, a little bit of Arkham in it. And I love that.
I love everything
I'm
about it.
I'm super excited for it. I remember because that was our first kind of like, we got a first look at the Bat suit before, but like this is like the first footage of him like actually moving and, action. And I remember when like the first scene where it's him walking up and you just see the boots. Yeah. And I was like, oh, here it is. Here it comes. And then it cuts to, what's his name? The actor for Gordon.
Oh, there's no way I would know. But
it cuts to Gordon. And he's
the guy from Westworld.
Yeah. It cuts to him and he's like, what do you know about this? Yeah. And then it cuts to Robert Pattinson in the bat suit. And I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. And then the whole time you have Nirvana playing, which is so random. Like
it was definitely an odd choice.
Who would have thought that Batman and Nirvana would have played together? I kind of liked it.
They made it work.
I liked it. But I loved it. And I keep going back and rewatching that trailer. It is very, very good. And I hope that they finish filming soon so that we can get it. Because I just want to watch that movie already.
So bad.
I'm super hyped.
And I hope they keep doing stuff with it. I hope they make more with Robert Pattinson.
I love Robert Pattinson. I know that he got a lot of flack because of the whole Twilight series. But
that was ages ago.
That was ages ago, man. Like, he's come out with so many good movies. And I've since the pandemic, little side note, I kind of went on like a huge movie hiatus where I was watching a bunch of movies that I hadn't watched before. Right. And I watched a bunch of Robert Pattinson movies. And man, every movie that he's been in since Twilight has been just so good. Like The Lighthouse, obviously.
I know it was The Lighthouse.
Everyone knows that one. Him and Willem Dafoe killed it with acting wise. It was a strange movie. Great movie, but strange. But the acting was phenomenal. He's in a movie called Good Times. That was a great movie. But just like literally everything that he's in, he's just killed. And I'm super excited for it. But yeah, that's my little spiel about Robert Pattinson and why the haters need to suck it.
Suck lemons.
Yeah, suck lemons.
Lemon suckers.
Yeah.
The voice sounds good. That was kind of the one thing I'm worried about. Because as much as everyone loves Dark Knight, I hate that voice so much. I hate it. Yeah. And I don't really like Ben Affleck's either, because it just sounds like a robot.
Hey, that's the whole thing, is that it is a robot voice.
And I think we're just too used to the golden god himself, Kevin Conroy. Yeah. But like looking back at that series, he didn't need anything. When he talked as Bruce, it was like a hello, blah 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 blah, and then he got darker and grittier. Yeah. When he talked as Batman, he could just turn that on and off. Yeah. And that's what Batman should be able to do. He should be able to have a Bruce Wayne voice. Yeah. And then the other voice,
the Batman,
because
they're two people, they're two personalities.
Because he's insane.
Yeah, he is insane. But that's the point, is that Batman is the real him,
right?
And Bruce is the character.
So I want a genuine. I don't want gravelly voice, and I don't want the I thought she was you kind of voice. Yeah. I want just a kind of darker tone voice, and then like a normal hey, I'm Bruce Wayne.
I'm a billionaire.
But yeah, when we only got the one line with the I am vengeance, which it sounded great.
It was amazing. I'm fangirling right now with the whole fight, that little fight scene. It wasn't really a fight. It was just him beating up the guy. Yeah. Was amazing. Holy cow.
What even were those? Huh? What even were those?
I think they look like Joker henchmen.
Right, know. And that's what I was like, is this Joker henchman? Maybe it's Penguin?
Maybe. I don't know. But either way, that little fight scene was really good.
Fight scene where he just beats the shit out of him. He doesn't fight him.
Have you seen that meme? That little meme? I sent it to you guys. Where it's like Batman, like after he beats somebody up, and it showed that scene, and it's like after it's like, all right, give me some information. Like now talk. After he's like beating him half to death.
Reminds me of the Arkham games.
Yeah. You just leave him dead.
Interrogate somebody.
Yeah.
There's one of the Arkham games where he drives the Batmobile.
Yeah, and you just run people over.
Where he's like interrogating someone, he throws him on the floor, and
you're just running over it. Yeah,
yeah, it's like the tires on his head, crushing his skull, and he's like, "Talk." It's like, oh my gosh, this is brutal.
Yeah.
But also Commissioner Gordon. Looks great.
Yeah, he does.
He looks so good.
I think there's like I don't normally condone like changing the character like from their source material, but I think that is a perfect fit.
Yeah,
I don't remember his name. It's killing me.
Look it up.
I don't want to, but
fair enough.
He looks and he acts. I think that he is a perfect choice for Gordon. I love him. I loved him in Westworld. I still need to watch the newest season. Huh? What else was he? I don't know, but I loved him in Westworld. But I am super excited to see him as Gordon. I think that he's a perfect fit. I'm gonna look him up.
I know he's been in something else I watched recently. But yeah,
I do. Yeah, I think he is in something else. But keep talking.
Fantastic actor. I liked him a lot. Catwoman.
I like the little beanie thing.
I'm thinking like they haven't really shot the stuff with her yet, so maybe that's why it's just very like she just looks like a normal burglar.
I don't think that. Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get to see something about that. I'm unsure how the Penguin would fit in all this and the Riddler and stuff like that, and I don't know what directions that's gonna go. I've heard some theories that the Riddler isn't gonna be the villain and it's gonna be Hush. I hope that's not true because I would want way more of a setup.
No.
You know, because you need to get to know Thomas Elliot before you just drop Hush on somebody.
No, I think I've seen those
the theories.
Yes, theories, and I don't think that. I think the person that was wrapping the tape around the head was Riddler.
Yeah. He's setting up the riddles.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty straightforward.
Which is something you never really think about.
It goes, I know. It goes from the dude wrapping up the tape to a literal riddle.
Right.
I think it's point blank that guy...
He's leaving riddles because he wants to challenge the Batman.
Exactly.
Wants to challenge the world's greatest detective.
I think it's funny because people already kind of figured out the riddle that was in the card.
What was the riddle?
The riddle was, what does a dead man do? Or what does a liar do when he's dead? And then there was like little like symbols and stuff on the bottom of the card. And people already figured it out. So it's...
he lies still?
Yeah, he lies still. So
okay, I think I've heard that before.
The actor's name, by the way, is Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
Great
guy. Yeah. Amazing guy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see him as Gordon.
I'm going to see what else he's in.
I'm hoping that we'll get to see, like, a new rendition of Batgirl. I don't know if they would ever go that far. Because this is, like, year one Batman kind of stuff.
Year two,
whatever. Year two Batman kind of stuff. But, I mean, he's still dealing with Falcone and stuff like that, which is pretty beginner-level Batman stuff, is Falcone.
In a lot of stuff, looks like.
There was something recently, and it's
killing me that I can't remember. Hunger Games.
No, that's definitely not it.
Okay. We'll keep talking as I look into it.
I can't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, I hope it's... that would be really dumb if it was Hush, because, again, you need a setup, and I don't want another...
He was in Rick and Morty.
Was he really? Yeah. Who did he play?
He was...
That's definitely not what it was, but...
He played Tony? I don't know. That's all it is. Tony.
Put up Tony.
He was also in The Last of Us. He played Isaac. Played Isaac.
Oh, Last of Us 2?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't play that either.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's pretty much it.
I know there's something else I saw him in.
No Time to Die. Oh, he's in No Time to Die. The new 007 movie.
Oh, okay. Maybe no, I don't think it's what it was either. I don't know.
All Day and All Night.
But yeah, I don't want what was I saying? I don't want another Batman Hush because my God, that movie sucked balls.
Which one? The animated one?
Yeah,
it was good.
It was dumb, and you know it. They ruined that storyline. Yeah. I don't care if you're trying to do your own adaptation.
Strangely enough, the Riddler was
right, and
Hush.
They ruined it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I hope that the Riddler and the Hush never come into contact again. I don't want them in the same movie.
I don't know
want them in the
why
same book.
They did that though. Like, it's your own IP.
Right.
You are making the movie. It's an animated movie, so you can do basically
whatever you
anything.
Want.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we're not talking about that right now, but that was a big stupid thing that they did.
Bad movie.
Yeah, stupid. Anyways, what were you saying before?
We were just talking about that guy. the actor.
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm
else
pretty sure
from.
it was just Westworld because that's all I can find.
If I remember it later, here's what I know him from.
Westworld.
Or it's empty, because I apparently didn't know him from anything.
Yeah, pretty sure. It's Westworld.
But yeah, that was the Batman in a nutshell. Super excited.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the longest thing we talk about here. Everything else we're probably gonna blow through.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that we're most excited for.
The Snyder Cut.
Snyder Cut.
We got a trailer.
We got a whole trailer.
I think they talked about it too, but I only saw the trailer.
I think it was a teaser trailer, but that was a long teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Looks good. Looks amazing.
It does. I honestly didn't notice too much differences. Obviously, there was Darkseid. But a lot of the scenes they were showing, I was like, oh, I already saw this in the Justice League movie. I figured it would be like a lot more like, here's stuff you didn't see. Here's the Snyder Cut.
I think that Darkseid was supposed to be the big thing. That,
right.
You know, obviously.
And that's why they opened it with him.
Yeah. I think that, I mean, obviously there was a lot of color grading differences, but I don't think that you really care about that stuff. I think the whole tone as a whole is different. I mean, that's the whole point, is that Joss Whedon was, you know, got to brighten everything up, you know, because that's essentially what Warner Brothers wanted. They didn't want the dark and gritty that Zack Snyder was doing. So yeah, I think that it has a darker tone, which is the original idea for it. There's some new scenes, like the new scene where Flash is like running.
Oh, with Save the Woman or whatever?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that was new. No, there was another scene where he was like running, but like he was like in like the time or the Speed Force. I think that was new. But I think that overall it was just like kind of a lot of just mini clips kind of clipped together, which I'm not complaining about. I really liked it. I think that I love Darkseid, which at that point of that scene is like UX, or I never knew how to pronounce his name. It's UXAS.
UXAX?
Yeah, UXAS. I mean, I don't know.
Who is that?
It's Darkseid, but that was him before he was Darkseid.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
And so that at that point, what we seen in the trailer, that's him as essentially baby Darkseid.
Gotcha.
And so that's not final.
Right. That's not boss level Darkseid.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of people were also complaining about it.
Yeah.
Which really, some of the comments I was reading was pissing me off because they were going like, looks so dumb, he's so CGI, it's so like, there's so much CGI. What else were they supposed to use?
Hire an alien?
Yeah, go hire Darkseid. Go to freaking Apocalypse. Bring him on over. Tell him you'll pay him in the, what's it called?
What?
The anti-life equation.
Yeah,
Tell him you'll give him that if he acts in it. It's like, people are like, yeah, Marvel's so much better. Did you all see Thanos?
Yeah.
Thanos didn't look that great, all right? I'm not dogging on it, but like, you can't go like, oh man, Marvel's so much better. Like, look at all this garbage CGI from DC. It's the same level.
Yeah.
I think he looks great.
I don't know.
I think he looks great.
I think he looks great, but that might just be my inner fanboy.
Yeah. And again, like you were saying, that's baby Darkseid, so he's going to look a lot different.
Yeah. Also, we're still a year away.
Yeah.
They're still producing the movie.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more work to do, but overall, I'm very excited because, I mean, we've talked about this multiple times, but we're finally getting the cut that we were supposed to get.
Right, like years ago.
3 years, 2017, 3 years ago, which by then it'll be 4 years ago when it finally comes out.
Goodness.
But I don't know, man. I just think that studios just need to stop messing with the creative process. Like, you just need to trust that the movie's going to be good, and that you literally know nothing about movie making other than just producing it and
Directors know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's a shame that we have to wait and we had to put up with this as a fan. Like, we had to go and watch a piece of garbage in theaters, pay money for it, and now we have to wait 4 years for the actual final product to come out. That's a big. It sucks, and it's terrible that we need to do that. So, just give us the final cut.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Yeah.
And it goes back to just going to the video game thing where you're giving us a piece of garbage at release. You know, I don't want a piece of garbage at release. I want a good final product.
Yeah, I want the thing I paid for.
Exactly. So, I think it's just studios in general, whether that's game studios or movie studios. I don't know what it is about them just giving us pieces of garbage and thinking that, wow, he weighs 18, 1,815. So he weighs 1,815 pounds.
Dark side.
A big boy.
I figured it'd be more.
It's a big boy.
Because he's kind of like unmovable.
It's true.
Except if you're Superman.
He's a big boy.
Or Lobo.
Or at least that's how much he weighs as Uxas. Ux.
Yeah, with Darkseid, there's a lot of like lore. I guess he's like a fourth dimensional being or whatever like that. He's got like, so even if you destroy his body, he exists outside of reality. Yeah. Comics get a lot, like, get really confusing at times.
That's just Jack Kirby, and it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Jack Kirby.
Happy birthday, Jack Kirby. It was like 100 and something, right?
Something like that. The King. Happy
the
birthday.
King.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Up there.
Sorry. That's something else I wanted to mention about the Marvel game. Sorry, I know we're...
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. But it's super cool in the Marvel game. I figured you'd appreciate this as much as I do. You can pick up comics in the game.
Can you read them?
You can't read them.
Oh, well,
at least not yet. Maybe they will. But like you get to see the cover art, and it'll say like everyone that was involved. So it says like the writers, the artists. It's cool because it pays props to all these people, and like a lot of the times it ends up being Jack Kirby, like as really the cool. Cover artist, all the artists pretty much, and then edited Kirby. By Stan Lee. It's always edited by Stan Lee.
Well, you gotta throw his name in there,
I guess.
That was just
super cool. Yeah. That was super cool. Like I don't know.
That is pretty cool.
Pay tribute to these people
who
were like did these comics years ago.
Yeah.
It was super cool, really and cool. I don't know. I want to do stuff like that more if we ever.
That is really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe it was something you could appreciate as a comic reader.
I don't think anyone else would, but
exactly,
just us, just us and every other comic person, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that is really cool. I like that.
Yeah,
sorry, Jack.
Didn't mean to diverge, but we brought up Jack Kirby, Jack the King Kirby.
There you go. Rest in peace.
Koopa.
Love that man. Did.
He did.
Him and Jim Lee. Stan Lee.
Jim
Lee's still alive.
Jim Lee's not dead. That would be a bummer. Super big bummer.
I jinx it.
Yeah, way to go. You just lost Jim Lee ever having an interest in us.
It was me the whole time. Everyone's going to go back.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Anyways, moving on.
This is some WWE for y'all.
Nobody cares.
I know.
Shut up.
I know.
Moving on.
Anyway, yeah. Looks cool. Can't wait. We'll have to get an HBO Max or whatever account.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Might as well. I mean, everything's going on there now.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing is that it will, as I predicted, it will be cut up into
4 episodes.
Yeah, four 1 hour episodes, but then there'll be an option to watch it all the way through.
Okay.
So,
I feel like it's just like The Irishman.
Did they do that? I never watched it.
It was like Netflix released like a
episodic version.
They didn't release an episodic. They were like, this is how you should watch it as episodes. You should stop right when this scene happens. Like right when his foot reaches the ground or like when he steps out of the car. That's when episode 2 starts. But I just watched that all the way through. Yeah, well, that's an okay movie.
Never watched it.
A lot of the...
I didn't watch it because...
They use all those same Italian mafia gangster
and that's
people.
just Martin Scorsese. He just uses the same actors every time.
It's good, though.
He's a great director, and obviously all those, like, you know, are the great actors, like, what's his name? Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
And the rest of them I can't remember.
Bad guy from Home Alone.
Is he? He is, isn't he? That's so funny. I never really noticed that.
But he's been in a bunch of mafia movies.
Well, he does look like he does.
Because he is.
Yeah, he looks like the part. Anyways, we're not talking about Martin Scorsese.
I know, but that's how we get off topic so much. Suicide Squad movie,
not the game.
Not the game. Movie. We'll get into that.
That's the thing. The movie I'm very interested in. Mm-hmm. And I'll mention things later about that. But the thing that I'm kind of annoyed about this movie is that they're finished filming. We did not get a trailer.
We did not. We got behind the scenes or whatever.
Behind the scenes, Batman
was 20% finished.
20% finished.
And we got like a 2-minute trailer.
I don't know how or why that is a thing. Maybe they're trying to hide things. I don't know. I
think they are.
They're trying to hide things, but at least give me like, I don't know, a minute, like 30-second trailer.
I don't think they want to reveal the villain, even though I'm pretty sure they did.
Who is it?
I'm pretty sure. This is rumors now. It's supposed to be Starro.
Oh, really?
Which would be pretty big.
That would be
we've
very
never
big.
seen Starro, and that's like the first team up. That's the Justice League versus Starro, the Invincible or Inconquerable, the Conqueror. Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be amazing.
It would be easy to do army style battles, because when you have the Suicide Squad, that's a lot of people.
It is.
They use there's so many people.
Over half of them are going to die.
Yeah.
They're all going to die.
There was 18 people, not including James Gunn, in the little cast thing. So take out Amanda Waller and take out
Rick
Flag. So 16 members of the Suicide Squad. This new Suicide Squad. There's about 16 members.
I think all but
of course a lot of them are gonna die.
All of them except for maybe Idris Elba and Harley Quinn. I think that's my guess.
No, Captain Boomerang will stay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
I think King Shark will be okay. I hope.
That's another thing. Honestly, if you collect comics, I would collect the first appearance. Because I thought about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I would collect the first appearance of King Shark, which is Superboy number 9, because King Shark has been getting a lot of love lately.
Oh yeah,
he was in the first Arkham movie, the animated movie.
Yes, where he had the weird metal jaw.
Yeah, so he was in that.
He died.
He's in Injustice.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in Harley Quinn.
Yep.
He's in
Suicide Squad. The Flash Show. Suicide Squad game.
Yeah.
Other things.
So
Apocalypse War.
If you are a comic book collector like me, I would start collecting that comic right now because I feel like that's going to shoot up in price. Anyways,
his first appearance was in Superboy?
Superboy number 9.
That's odd.
It is odd. Anyways, rant over. That's my advice for collectors out there. Anyways.
King Shark is a shark.
King Shark is that's another appearance.
I said that. Dark Apocalypse or whatever it's called.
King Shark is in fact a shark. If you did not know that.
What was I going to say about King Shark?
That he was going to live?
I think he'll live. I hope he'll live.
I hope he live too.
I like King Shark.
Yeah, I think everyone's starting to like King Shark now.
Yeah, honestly. I think what was his name? The Savage or something like that, or
no? It's S-A-V. It's a
Michael Rooker's character. Yeah. I think he'll definitely die.
He'll die. The Weasel.
The Weasel is definitely gonna die.
Sean Gunn.
But it'll be a pretty funny death.
It will.
That was the other thing is Michael Rooker, what was his name?
Sean Gunn. It's his
Sean
brother.
Gunn, and then James Gunn.
Yeah. They always do movies together.
Right, they've been Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2.
And before that was Slither. I think
what is that?
That's James Gunn's I think that was his premiere movie, or one of his first movies.
Never heard of it.
But yeah, Rooker was in that movie, and I think Sean Gunn was in that movie as well. But yeah.
I don't want John Cena to die, but I know he's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
He's absolutely gonna die.
He is.
I don't think they're gonna kill off Idris Elba.
No.
Like you said.
No. Obviously Harley Quinn.
I'm trying to think of other people that are there's no way they would.
Ratcatcher is gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Ratcatcher. Also, the first appearance of Polka Dot Man.
Oh yeah.
I would. That's already pretty expensive, but that'll probably shoot up. But yeah, Polka Dot Man will die. Who else? I don't know. There's a lot of them.
I'm trying to think of everybody.
That orange lady, which I have no idea who she is. She looks
when they first said her name, it almost sounded like Mongrel.
Yeah. It's Mongal.
Mongal.
Yeah, it's Mongal.
Is she at all related to Mongrel?
Mongol?
Sorry.
I don't know. That's this is the
Mongrel?
first I've
great character.
Yeah.
I want to see more of him.
That's the first time. This is the first time I've ever heard of this character. I don't know, which means she'll definitely die.
Yeah. She's gonna get crushed or something. Yeah. I can see it already.
At first I thought it was I thought she was a Tamaranian or something. Maybe she is. I don't know.
Could be.
She could be. I don't know.
I don't think I'll. No, are they all orange?
And then there's Pete Davidson's character. What is his name? Pete Davidson.
Midnight Black. You talking?
Oh, Blackguard.
Blackguard.
Yeah. He's gonna die.
He's gonna die.
Sure.
Yeah. They're all gonna die.
I'm trying to remember everyone else.
So many people are gonna die.
Yeah, you already know.
And didn't Rick Flag quit in the last Suicide Squad?
Yeah, but that's the thing that I was gonna say. This is the funny thing is that the first Suicide Squad, and I didn't really think about this until I was watching the FanDome, is that everyone with the first Suicide Squad related it to Guardians of the Galaxy. This was this is DC's rip off of Guardians of the Galaxy because it kind of had that feel to it.
Gotcha.
It's funny now that we have the director, James Gunn, the director of the Suicide Squad, to direct, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, to direct the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be the Suicide Squad that feels and is going to be like the Guardians of the Galaxy. You already know we're going to have like a good like soundtrack to it. That's going to be iconic. Good soundtrack.
Yeah. Going to get a lot of funnies.
Yeah, a lot of funnies. We're going to get, this is going to be what everyone expected from the last Suicide Squad. I
think it'll be great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be amazing because James Gunn is a great director. I think he already knows what he's doing. We have a great cast of actors and characters.
A lot of like famous actors.
A lot of
famous actors.
A lot of them. So I'm very excited for it. Again, I heard a rumor, and this is just a rumor. I heard a rumor that Taika Waititi is going to be in it. He's the one who did Jojo Rabbit and Thor 3.
Oh, okay.
The Rock guy, the guy that you like. The one that is like...
Rock guy from what?
From Thor 3.
Oh.
What's his name?
Krog?
Korg.
Korg. Maybe.
Something like that. Yeah, that's him. He's the director of Thor 3, but he also played that character.
Oh, really?
So I heard the rumor that he's going to be in this movie and that he's going to be the villain.
Okay, yeah, okay. I saw that same rumor.
Uh-huh.
That's because people were saying he's going to play Starro.
Uh-huh.
So that's what led me to believe that Starro is the main villain.
I can see him as being Starro in a funny way.
Does Starro have a voice?
He does.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he uses his mind because that's his superpower. Is he uses mind power.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a good. I don't know where I trailed off there, but when I was saying it's a good thing that you can pin them up against an army.
Yeah.
Because Starro can like do the little tiny stars that latch onto people's faces.
Yeah.
So it's like a possibility that they obviously won't do this, but they could be fighting like a Justice League member.
They could.
That's what they do all the time with Starro. He has to fight like Superman or something like that who's been infected or anybody else.
Which I'm hoping we get Henry Cavill.
We're not going to. No, they're not going to do anything like that. They're not.
Fine, whatever. I'll say that to my dying breath. I want more Henry Cavill in the DC universe.
Amen.
But I don't know. Whatever.
Does that wrap up everything for that?
Yeah, I think that he is in it. I think that
it's confirmed.
It's confirmed that he's in the movie, but it doesn't say what he is.
I hope it's Starro. I want more big tier villains like that.
Me too. And that'll be really cool to see Starro in a movie for the first time.
Right?
It would be really cool.
There was like pictures. There was like pictures of like you could see like a purple like arm, like 2 purple arms or something like that. That could belong to a starfish. Good. Not sure. Speaking of Justice League and Suicide Squad,
that is the plot of the game.
Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Looks great.
It does look great.
That trailer again. There was no gameplay in the trailer, but that trailer. Now again, we always complain about a certain character.
We do.
Harley Quinn.
We do.
But with this one,
she didn't really take like the lead in it.
They all had such amazing characters, I guess, like such characteristics. There you go.
Yeah.
Like they each had like their own funny thing where like yes, she was being like her usual loud self, but it was like they were all being like that. So it like perfectly balanced out and it made me super excited. Like I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see Harley in this game."
Yeah.
I can't wait to play as her. I can't wait to play as all of them.
Yeah.
I loved all this character. We didn't get too much of like a character out of Deadshot.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, Deadshot's not really supposed to have too much of a character.
Oh, that's weird.
He's just an assassin. What?
So I'm reading Taika Waititi's role, and people are saying that he might be King Shark. That he might be the voice for King Shark.
He's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
They showed King Shark.
That's the body double, though.
That's the bot. No, he's not the voice.
I don't think so. I don't know. Whatever. Whoever he is, we'll see who he is. I'm hoping it's Starro. Anyways, as you were saying,
back to Suicide Squad game. So it is going to be set in the Arkhamverse.
Yes, which
is
strange.
As we know, the Arkhamverse ended, as far as we know,
with Batman.
Batman being revealed by Scarecrow.
Which I didn't like.
I didn't like that either. I was hoping that there'd be some kind of loophole, like he cut the cameras or something like that. No. He didn't. And now everyone knows Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
And it ended with him activating the Nightfall protocol, where he flew to his house. All the news crew was outside, and he blew up the house with himself in it, and Alfred. Yeah. Obviously, I don't think he's dead.
No, obviously not.
And we got the thing afterwards where... Do you remember that after the credit scene?
If you finish everything, like if you finish like all the Riddler,
100%.
yeah, if you 100% the game, you get like this weird scene where it's like there's
two like crooks in crime alley or something.
Are
like
mugging
that.
like a family, and it's gonna be like another
Bruce
Wayne situation, but then like this bat demon thing like comes and kills them. I guess I don't know.
You were hoping for like a soft reboot.
I was hoping for a soft reboot, yeah.
I don't know what I was hoping for. I definitely didn't like that ending. I didn't like that. They were trying to tie it up, though. This was like them being like, we're done. Mm-hmm. This is it. We made 3 amazing games. Just 3 amazing games.
Yeah, no one talks about the other one.
No one talks about the stuff that came before the 3 amazing games. 3 amazing games.
Yeah.
It takes place in the Arkhamverse, which is a little confusing. Seeing as how
a certain character kind of changes a bit.
Changes a race, which I think it's okay to talk about.
Yeah, I think that was the thing that kind of confused people.
Right.
Is because they said this takes place in the Arkham universe. But then in the Arkhamverse, Deadshot is already established.
Right. We've seen Deadshot. He was a villain in both the game we don't mention and Arkham City.
Yeah.
That was fun. I like that.
Yeah, that was a very fun part. And he is...
He's white. He's white. What's his name? George... No.
Who?
His actual name.
Wait.
Deadshot's actual name.
No, it's like...
Floyd Lawton or something?
Yeah, Floyd Lawton.
Floyd Lawton. And so I was thinking maybe it was just someone that takes up the mantle of Deadshot. Too.
But no,
he just calls him Floyd Lawton. I was like, but he's...
I don't know.
Okay.
It's weird because... what is the studio called? Rocksteady, yeah. It's weird because Rocksteady kind of does that already. Like, they do, like, retcons all the time. Like, they just kind of do that. But I don't know. I think that just doing that kind of caused a lot of confusion.
Right.
And I think that's where my complaint was. Like, if it's good, like, it's good. I'm not going to, sit here and complain. But, like, at the end of the day, it caused confusion. Because it's like you didn't really mention it.
Explain the fact that there's 2 Deadshots in the same Arkhamverse.
Yeah, exactly. And it's weird. It's definitely weird. I don't know.
We even got that same Deadshot in the Arkham movie.
It's true. Exactly.
Yeah, we got him in the Arkham movie.
King Shark was also in, but he died. So it makes me...
yeah.
It makes me
think about that.
It makes me think, like, is this a prequel to the movie? I don't know.
It can't be a prequel because the movie was supposed to take place.
Or is that not canon anymore?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know.
Because not everybody watched the movie, but like everyone played those games.
That was a great movie, by the way. You need to watch that movie.
It's a good movie.
I liked it. Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that not being canon anymore. But yeah, it's basically we did get Floyd Lawton already, though. We did get him
multiple times.
Twice. Yeah. We got to see him. He's in like the very first 5 minutes of Arkham City where he's like, I got you on my list.
Yeah.
And so
then you got to track him down.
Yeah. That was also, I think, he's connected to the lightsaber Easter egg where you're tracking down, you have to open like his caches, his little like gun caches or whatever.
Yeah.
One of them has like Luke's lightsaber in it.
It's pretty funny.
Anyway, off topic, but the trailer looks super good.
It was really good.
I like the kind of the upbeat rap kind of thing where they're going around. Like, I really hope that music is throughout the entire game because that just got me so pumped.
Yeah.
I was so excited.
I watching it, I had a grin from like one cheek to another because that was a really good trailer for that game. And I think that they showed off each character nicely. Mm-hmm. My thing was like, because they had Captain Boomerang, it's like, what is he going to do?
Right.
And so I think that they had a creative way to have him like have special boomerangs, like where he can teleport and stuff like that. I think that's really clever, and I think that
apparently that's a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but I think that it's kind of smart when you're dealing with the Flash.
Right.
I mean, I think that's a really
something
cool.
That helps you teleport
exactly.
rather than just throwing boomerangs.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that is really clever. With King Shark, you have a gun, which, I mean, yeah.
I hope he also eats people.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't really get to see that, but I really want him to just pick up those little, whatever those were, those demon things, and just eat them.
Yeah. So I think that each gameplay of each character is going to be unique and really good. I mean, with Deadshot, you're going to have a jetpack, and obviously you're going to be sniping. With Harley Quinn, you're going to have a gun and do whatever.
Yeah. The wild card.
Yeah, the wild card.
I think I'll probably be playing as King Shark just because that's like the tank character.
Yeah. And you're always a tank character whenever we play things together.
It's true. I like to absorb bullets.
I'm always the.
Usually you play like a sniper in Borderlands and stuff like that. But honestly, I think we're both just gonna play every character.
It's true.
Because you can just change whenever you want.
Yeah.
So just pick and choose.
I think for the most part, I'm gonna pick Captain Boomerang.
Yeah. Again, I think out of all the characters or characteristics and stuff like that, he was definitely my favorite.
Yeah, he was.
Because I liked him and stuff, and I was like, oh, the drunk Aussie or whatever.
Yeah.
But that part at the end, that got me so good.
Where he throws the boomerang.
Where like Superman's standing there, and then a boomerang hits him, and he's like, oh, you shouldn't have done that, Croc. Like
Shark.
Or Shark, yeah. I don't know why I said Croc. Should have done that, Shark. And it's like, that's so good. Like,
it is pretty
who
good.
else would throw a freaking boomerang?
Yeah, Superman.
He's gonna throw it on Shark. So stupid. I love it.
Yeah, it is so good. I'm super excited for that game.
I had one concern.
What is it?
I honestly shouldn't worry because this is Rocksteady and they've brought us gold.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I have this like bad thought in the back of my head, and it's only just because we haven't seen gameplay, that this is going to be an XCOM style game. I don't know if you're familiar with XCOM.
No, I don't think so.
You don't? Are you familiar with XCOM?
Okay. Yeah, I don't think so.
It's just that's what I was worried about. I can see it. I think it's because I could easily visualize like a the little like the thing where he teleports with the boomerang, like that would get him like 9 spaces or whatever.
No,
and then get him behind the enemy, and then like the little jetpack burst that he does would like kill up like 6 squares or something like that.
No, because they already mentioned that it's going to be a co-op game, and then you're going to be able to.
Those games can be co-op games. But those XCOM and all those games like that can be co-op.
Does anyone really enjoy those games though?
People really like XCOM. No. Put up the freaking user reviews for XCOM.
No.
Wowzers.
Every time I've seen those games, it looks so boring to me. I don't know.
And and it looks boring to me too. But some people really like those. Yeah. I don't think they would do that, but I'm so worried. I just need to see gameplay.
So.
I just need to see gameplay, and I'll be okay.
I don't
be
think
excited.
they would do that. Anyways,
or
moving on.
I just need them to say it's like, oh yeah, it's like a third-person game or something like that. Just anything.
Yeah, I don't think
something, please. I'm so scared.
No, I don't think so. I think they even mentioned that's going to be a free roam game, but that I might be switching that up with the other game that they announced.
Talking about the other game. Sorry.
Gotham Knights. I almost said Arkham Knights.
Yeah.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights.
Which we were very excited for before reveal.
Yeah.
You were logging into the website that they had.
It was called Redacted, and it was spelled with like 3's instead of E's.
So you logged into that every day, and I had you send me the pictures and stuff that they had to tease. So we were very hyped for that game.
We were.
Because I don't know what we thought. I think we thought it was just going to be another Batman game.
We thought it was going to be a part of like the Arkhamverse, not realizing that Rocksteady had no hand in it.
It's true.
And it was Warner Brothers Montreal.
Yeah. And so we got tricked. We got bamboozled.
A little bit of tease. A little bit of a
bamboozled.
Tease, a little bamboozling.
So I mean, I'm not unexcited for it, but at the same time, my level of excitement definitely went down after I realized what it was.
And I think that is partially on there.
It's true. It is.
Because the trailer opens with Batman going like, if you're watching this, and then it's like, oh, and there was an explosion in Wayne Manor. And so it's like, oh my gosh, this is Arkham. This is after Arkham Knight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And it's just like, oh, wait a minute. This isn't connected at all. And it's like he's sending the video out and it shows Nightwing. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. And then they show Jason. I was like, wait a minute. That's not the same Jason. He's missing the J, and he's got like some weird scar going up his face. Like, that's not the same Jason at all. And like, he just saw that Jason like 10 minutes before he blew himself up. And so like, slowly I began to piece together like, oh no.
This is not the same.
Oh no. What a tease.
Yeah. and it still looks good.
Yeah.
It looks like a great game. Which is weird, like that this form of co-op games are becoming more and more popular now. I mean, you got, like we just talked about with Marvel Avengers, that's a co-op game, and now with Suicide Squad, that's a co-op game, and now we have Gotham
I'm all
Knights.
for it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean,
want more co-op games.
Exactly. Yep, me too. I love being able to play with people, like. And that's the thing, is that if you don't have anyone to play with, these games you can play completely solo, which is still really good.
Right.
If you're a loner.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I do enjoy the co-op games, and I'm glad that they're making a resurgence, because I did miss playing with other people. You know, I love single player games, but like sometimes I want to be able to play with people. You know, these games. So I love the fact that there's a resurgence in co-op games.
And this is a good thing to make a co-op game of.
It is.
Like,
if
it was like a co-op game where Batman was a playable character,
true.
everyone would pick Batman.
Yeah.
So now it's giving the side characters, these sidekicks, this Bat family, it's giving them a chance to like.
And
take
you
the
already
scene.
know there's gonna be a bunch of Red Hoods, and there's gonna be
because Red Hood's great.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of Nightwings, and a lot less of Tim Drakes, and a lot less of Barbara Gordons.
Yeah, unfortunately.
There's going to be a huge influx of
Nightwing and Red Hood.
Yeah, you already know.
Which, hey, that's a great combo.
Yeah, it is. It is. Not dogging on the other two, but, I mean, in popularity-wise, everyone loves...
like, the first thing after... Because we watched that trailer. We didn't watch it together, but we were watching it at the same time. Yeah. And I immediately texted you, like, I call Red Hood.
No, I'm
like, I call dibs on Red Hood.
No.
And you were like, no. I'm like, you have to honor the dibs.
No.
You refused to honor the dibs.
I did. Whoever gets it first.
Listen, man.
Actually,
you're gonna be playing on my server. So.
Actually, I think that they even mentioned that there could be multiple of each character.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So you could have multiple Barbaras and multiple, which is kind of weird.
I hope they get like alternate appearances too.
I think that you are. So that was the thing that people were kind of worried about, because there's a kind of like a leveling system, but it's not like a grinding leveling system where you have to go and fight like a bunch of grunts just to level up. It's kind of like I don't know how they explained it. I forgot, but. At least it's not going to be, it's not going to be like a grinding thing where you have to like go into the forest and beat up a bunch of, whatever. Yeah. So that'll be good.
Not going to be like DC Online.
Yeah.
Where we had to fight the same bandits like 80 times over.
Exactly. Just to level up once.
Just so we could fight like the Joker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that game. Woof.
Yep.
It was fun.
It was fun. But
it was just cool because we got to make our characters.
Yeah, we did. That was way back when. That was before we even started making comics.
Before we had a website. Before we had anything.
Before we had an Instagram or anything.
Yeah. Or a name.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah,
me.
You're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to get a PC.
No.
You are.
No.
Because these games are next gen consoles, so. You're either going to have to get a PC or you're going to have to get an Xbox One Series X. And I honestly think you should just get a PC because the Xbox One Series X is just a PC with chains on it.
That's true. It is.
So you might as well just go the route.
No.
And then you never have to worry about that stuff again.
No.
Unless it's like a PlayStation exclusive. And you don't have to worry about Xbox exclusives because that's all on Steam now.
Yeah, it's true.
They just released that. Like you can play Halo on Steam. You can play all the exclusives. Sea of Thieves.
Can you?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all on Steam now.
It's because it's Microsoft.
Yeah.
Microsoft did.
Well, Microsoft made a deal with Steam, and now all those games are on Steam. And it's awesome. I love it.
That's cool. We'll see.
But yeah. Super excited for those games. That game looked good. Kinda.
Yeah.
It does look like fun.
It does. It's definitely
like
one of the things.
The trailers or the gameplay they were showing.
It's definitely the thing that I'm least excited for.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we'll see.
And unfortunately, that comes out first. That comes out before the Suicide Squad game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely not gonna get it at launch.
Right.
But we'll see. I'll see everybody else's reaction. That's usually how it goes. Except for, I do that with every game except for Cyberpunk. I think that I'm gonna get that at launch. Also, Borderlands. I did that. I got that first day.
Good game.
Yeah. Anyways.
I think that just hopefully wraps it up for DC.
Yes, I think that we're all DC'd out. I think that everyone who was watching is probably done watching at this point. They probably just don't care anymore. So let's move on to
last month. We
month.
Introduced 2 segments.
Did we?
2? Yes. 2 segments, one of which was talking about Hitler.
Oh,
and I was really hoping we dropped that segment.
Hitler segment. No, that was in the beginning half of this
Our
podcast.
other and more important segment
yes.
was a nice little shout out.
Yeah.
And we decided that we wanted to keep that going every month. And
little indie corner here.
Yeah, our little indie
corner.
corner.
I forgot to bring some to put on the wall.
Oh, do you have stuff?
Whatever, yeah. It's fine. I'll bring some next time.
We got a new one up right over there. Fox Force. A lot of fun to read. Great art. Amazing art.
Yeah.
But we are currently, because like this stuff, this goes on the wall.
Yeah.
You know? Right now we're going to talk about a friend of ours.
Yeah.
We could say friend.
Mm-hmm.
Love this guy.
Yeah, part of the community.
I'm going to get it wrong. It's Illuminati.
Yeah.
I keep saying Illuminati.
No.
It's Illuminati.
Yes.
The Salve.
The Salve.
Freaking great.
It's a great series. So they just had a Kickstarter earlier this year for issue 3, which I personally backed, and it came in the mail, and I read that immediately because I already read issues 1 and 2 prior, and so I read it immediately as soon as I got it in the mail, and man, was it
freaking good.
Yeah, it was so good. Very gruesome.
Oh yeah,
very gruesome. But that's the thing that I like about it.
Yeah,
and that's part of the name. Salve, and it's
savage.
It's savage, and it's gory and it's gruesome, and I love every minute of it. Every second of I'm reading it is so good. I love everything about it. And so, actually, speaking of Kickstarter, at this moment of shooting, it's not live, but probably when it goes up, when this podcast goes up. Issue 4 of the Salve it goes first week of September, I believe. I think it's the 4th of September.
Man, he is cruising.
Yeah, he's cruising. So he's blowing through it. He has so many good covers. And so
oh my gosh, real quick, put up a picture of it right now. Hopefully I find it. I think it was issue 3. I didn't get a chance to get this cover. I wanted it so bad.
Yeah.
It's where he's got the glowing, like the green axe and he's standing on the pile. That cover is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that cover.
He has so many great covers.
I want that as like a painting.
Yeah.
I want it as like a gigantic painting on the wall over there.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I want it as a painting. That cover is so great.
Yeah, let's do that.
I love that cover.
But yeah, he has so many great covers, and I was like, dude, I want all of them.
Yeah.
But, I'm poor. But
breaking my bank.
But definitely, as soon as it goes live, September 4th on Kickstarter, the Salve issue 4. I believe he's gonna have all 4 issues on there. If you are a new reader, definitely pick it up. If you're a current reader, definitely pick up issue 4. Issue 3 was amazing.
Yeah.
He's continuing on with the storyline, which I don't want to spoil anything, but it is so good.
So brutal.
Very brutal, very original. I don't think I've ever read a comic like this.
Right.
So that's a thing that I enjoy, is that it's a very original character with an original storyline. And so, yeah, shout out to...
It's kind of got like everything.
Yeah.
Like, because you got kind of like the Western parts, which I love because I love reading about Western stuff. Like the Hated Up Here, that was awesome.
Yeah.
So it kind of had like that starting out of Western... that kind of, I want to say like not Civil War time. Was it Civil War time?
I think it is around Civil War time. I need to double check.
That was great. I love everything about that. I love showing the Native Americans and stuff like that. It was so cool. Like his whole story is amazing.
Yeah,
I love it. It's just so unique. I love every little thing about it. I can't really say that I love the villain because he's awful. Like he is such a bad person. But I love that villain. I just love like how just creepy he looked when he keeps like coming back. Spoilers a little bit. Yeah. But just that kind of look with the serrated up here. Yeah. So good.
Super good.
So good.
Very good. Very good. I don't know what to relate it to, because I was going to say if you like such and such, then check it out. But I can't really think of anything. I mean, if you like Westerns, obviously, if you like, Native American comic books, and if you like, Western comic books, then definitely check it out, because that's obviously the niche. Yeah. I don't really know what kind of genre it is. I mean, it's unique. Yeah. To put it blatantly, it is so unique, and I love reading it, and I can't wait to get issue 4 when it comes out. Yeah. Check it out. September 4th. Kickstarter.
Hell, we could probably put a link in the description.
Probably could. Yeah.
Let's just do that
as soon as this episode
goes
live.
up. It'll probably definitely already be live by then, but still. Link below. you can go find the Sab issue 4, and I'm pretty sure he does rewards where you can get the first 3, right?
Yep.
So the nice
Check it
little
out.
bundles. Those are always awesome.
Yep.
Catch-up bundles.
Catch-up bundle.
But yeah, shout out to the Sav.
Illis Illuminati.
Yeah,
love you, buddy.
That happens all the time where we
always say the name of the title.
Yeah, we don't say Jesse Bear. We just say Burlap sometimes, and we're like, wait, hang on, he's a person.
Yeah, he's a human being with feelings.
Speaking of our company, speaking of calling people by their wrong name or by their characters' names, you might know of an amazing comic called Stride.
Very good comic.
Yeah. Ya boys join the Covenant universe.
Stride and Cobalt. I've been a fan of them ever since I found out about them. I mean, he's been like a big name in the indie community. Like as soon as he came on the scene, like he just blew up out of nowhere, and for good reason. Like that book is amazing. It's unique. It fools you in thinking like it's like a Batman Robin story. It tricks you because like at first glance that's what you think it is. Mm-hmm. But then when you read the book, it's like this has nothing to do with Batman or Robin. Yeah. Like it has it's far from it.
It's such like a spin-off, like such a unique thing.
Yeah. And so Thomas, the writer, the way he described it is if almost like kind of like if Punisher had a kick. I keep saying Kickstarter, a sidekick. If Punisher had a sidekick and he grew up, and so it is very unique. I love it. I had the pleasure of reading the first 2 issues, and that's another thing. Yeah, and that's another thing coming up in September 14th. September 14th, Stride is coming. Right. Stride is coming to Indiegogo, not Kickstarter. So at the point maybe of this going up, that might be live. Maybe we'll see. So if it is, we'll put it in the description. If not, then you'll just have to look it up. So the first 2 issues are already out, and they were phenomenal. Thomas is kicking out that 3rd issue, which is called Ascension. So it doesn't have a traditional numbering system. So the first one is called Origins. Second one is called Underworld, and then the third one, which wraps up the Stride story, is called Ascension. Yep. So the Ascension is coming to Indiegogo sometime in the middle of September.
It's going to be up there for quite a while.
Yeah, it's going to be up there. I think he said up until the end of the year. So that's a long time. So you have plenty of time to pick it up.
We'll also put that in the description if this video comes out around then, which it probably will, because usually our videos get released mid the next month.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I think that he told me it's going to be somewhere around 30 pages long, which is, good sized book.
Absolutely.
So you'll definitely be getting your money's worth. But enough about the Indiegogo, just talking about the title and the creator as a person. Thomas has been such a cool guy to be able to get to know him and talk to him and, connect with him about, joining our publisher and joining our...
Just becoming a part of the family.
Exactly. He's been such a team player. He has so many great ideas he's bringing to the table. And personally, I'm super excited to see what, the future holds.
Absolutely.
So do you have any thoughts about this?
I didn't know too much about him beforehand. But I just fell in love with him. I fell in love with the characters he created. Mm-hmm. I fell in love with his creative mind and stuff like that. Yeah. He's a perfect addition to our team.
He is, yeah.
And we are like super blessed.
Yeah.
It like happened again where we like were the lucky ones.
Yeah, it's true.
Somehow. We just like, I don't know. People just like us for whatever reason.
Who knows? I mean, I don't even like us.
Right. And we are just very blessed to have him a part of the team and family. Mm-hmm. Shoot, I was going to say something else, and now I've forgotten.
I think it's just the perfect fit, which is strange. Like, it's so perfect how he fits so well with us.
Yeah.
It's strange to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And how quick it was, too.
It was very quick.
Like, it was very quick, and we got to know him in, like, a day. I got to know him in, like, a day.
Yeah.
Like, and that's all it took. And, like, I was like, this guy's amazing, and I'm so excited for him to join our team.
That's kind of how it happened is... I forgot what happened. Either he messaged me or I messaged him. I think it was I messaged him. Like I reacted to one of his stories, and then like from then on we just kind of kicked it off a conversation. Mm-hmm. Like, and we just started talking for like like in the DMs for like a few days straight.
Yeah.
And
I saw all those messages forever.
It was like we just kept talking and talking, and we were talking about like our stuff, and he was talking about his stuff, and then it kind of boiled down to like I kind of joked about it. I was like, so if you ever need a publisher, like you know who to ask, and I said that as a joke, and he was like, yeah, maybe. And then like a few days later, like we're like having serious talks, and then like I think the day after he said that, I got on a call with him, and I actually talked to him over the phone and got to know him personally, and it just happened just like that. And then like a week later, like, you know, he signs our partnership agreement, and he's officially part of the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
It happened so quickly, and it was just out of nowhere, but it was so perfect. It was a perfect fit.
I remember what I was going to say now. Thankfully.
What were you going to say?
I want to say like what a small world it is.
Yeah.
On how, so like I didn't know too much about him.
Uh-huh.
But I found out like immediately after like looking on the page and looking through the comics that he had sent us. I was like, oh my gosh, he knows B.
Yeah.
He knows Beatrice Navarro,
who's the colorist
of Ether and the concept artist of Ether.
And she's also doing cover art for Burlap.
She's doing cover art for Burlap. She does concept art for Stride.
Yeah.
And she does
she's doing some pages
from Stride too. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like this person who I didn't know until just now, who lives in a completely different part of the country.
Yeah.
Like that's what connects us. Like we use the same amazing artist. And it was just such a small world kind of feeling. And I was so excited. Like, wow, like that's crazy.
She's an exclusive. Happy. She's an exclusive artist to Covenant Comics.
Covenant Comics. Beatrice Navarro. We're gonna get her comic on our. I know she wants to make a comic. We're gonna get it on our thing.
There you go. Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely.
There you go.
So excited that he joined our team.
Yeah.
And so excited that we've just got like a small community now.
It's true. Like we have this, and that's kind of what I was telling Thomas when we were first talking on the phone. Is like that's kind of like the original heart behind Covenant Comics. Like it was like a community of friends back in high school, just creating characters and storylines together. And it's weird that that's how it started, and that's kind of just what it's becoming.
Right.
Because at first, like, you know, it was our group of friends, and then it was just you and me. And then, like, it became this thing where it's like, I hope we become, you know, a company where we're able to tell our stories. And then we became that company. And then we're becoming a company that just, where people can be able, that aren't just you and me.
Right.
Can come and just tell their stories.
Do the same thing that we started this whole thing
weird.
for. Yeah.
It's so weird to think. Like, because we're nobodies. Like we're just
such like a small amount of time too. Like the company itself, we're coming up on our 5-year anniversary. Not, I wouldn't say company, but when we reunited to do comics again. Yeah, we're coming up on that like 5-year anniversary, and it's like so much has happened in that small amount of time.
It's true.
I can't wait for the future.
It's true. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
We just keep getting blessed. Is all. We're so lucky to find these amazing people that, for whatever reason, like us.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, it's cool to have him aboard, and I'm super excited to see where, you know, what he does with Stride and Cobalt, and you know that little storyline, and what he continues to tell the stories in the future, and you know what we're gonna do as a group, because we do have plans.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you know more news about that soon.
At some point.
Some point. But I mean, it was funny because I think I said it in a comment. I think during the announcement of when we said we were bringing Stride and you know Cobalt and Thomas on, somebody was talking to us, and then I threw in the comment like hashtag the year of Covenant.
Oh yeah.
And it's weird because it's true. Like we've done so much in 1 year, and so many things have happened to us in 1 year, that this kind of inexplicably is the year of Covenant. And so that's kind of like the heart that we're having going forward with the end of this year, is that we're gonna.
Bummer that it's the worst year.
It is.
It's 2020.
It's true. It's such a bummer of a year, but it's cool that we're able to take a bummer of a year and turn it around. Yeah. Creative wise, and you know, creating these new things and doing new things, and
podcast episodes, conventions, adding people.
Yeah, And so finishing out the year,
successful Kickstarters.
We're going to do more things. So keep your eye out for the year of the Covenant, and it's not going to end on 2020.
Exactly. It's going to slowly become, the decade.
The decade of Covenant.
And then the century.
We're going to take over, and you just need to keep your eye out. All right?
Watch out.
Watch out.
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you. We're going to add you to the pile. We're going to invite you to the family, whether you like it or not.
No one's safe.
Yeah.
No one is safe.
We're going full cult on this. You're joining our family.
You sitting there, yeah, you know who you are. You're not safe. I'm coming for you. Anyways, moving on. After a subtle threat to our viewers. Our viewer, I should say, our one viewer.
Yes, our one viewer. Thank you, viewer. Bear. Yeah. The only other thing that I would have to talk about is what you have to talk about. And that is, we just wrapped up your Kickstarter.
Yeah, we just finished the Crossbones Kickstarter for issue 3. And that was, a big success. We got 566% of our goal, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Completely blew it out of the water. We almost doubled what we made last time in the first, or I should say the second, Kickstarter for Crossbones, which was a big deal for me, because I think I said this on Instagram Live, because Crossbones was kind of like our test baby. It was like the first thing that we made as a company, and we didn't really know what we were doing back then, and so we kind of just threw it out in the wild, and to see it finally becoming something is crazy.
Yeah.
To see it going somewhere, and to see that there's a fan base there, whether that's new or old, it's cool. I as the writer and creator of Crossbones, it's a blessing, to see so many people come along and, say that they believe in this thing, and that honestly, I appreciate it, and so going forward, I'm in the middle of writing issue 4. Hopefully I want to begin production on issue 4 and hopefully do a release of that soon, hopefully within this year. That's my hope.
The year of the Covenant, you mean?
The year of the Covenant. I want to release it within this year, whether that's at the end of this year or sooner, or whether that's the beginning of next year. I don't know, but that's that, I guess. Yeah. So yeah,
it went really well. I'm excited that it's over.
And I am super excited that it's over. For those of you who have never run a Kickstarter, it's very stressful.
Yeah.
Very stressful. Doesn't matter if you ran 1 or 12 Kickstarters. Every single time is a very stressful experience.
Yeah.
So I think
when it's over, it's great. It's
yeah.
awesome. You get to print out the comics. You get to get those physical copies. It's awesome.
Yep. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I think you said it, like you're like Santa Claus. You're able to deliver all of the goodies to the good little boys and girls that back to your.
I think it was on the live stream.
Yeah, we said. Yeah, you said that on the live stream.
Which that's another announcement. We did a live stream.
We did do a live stream.
Hopefully we intend on doing more of those.
Yeah.
As we kind of figure out how to do that on Instagram. Yeah. It's kind of weird just because you can only do one person at a time, and you can only do it for like an hour.
Yeah, you only have an hour.
Which I don't know, like, is there restrictions? Can you just like immediately start again, or it's like a 24-hour like, oh, you can't do it yet, you have to wait.
All I know is because we were doing live, and we were coming up on an hour, and then I see at the top of the screen a little countdown. It was like 30 seconds left, and I was like, oh god, I got to wrap this up real quick. And so I was like, check out our store, check out our website, check out all these people, and then like it just cut out. And I was like, well, there's that.
Check out all those things you just said.
Yeah, the store, the website. Check out the Salve on Kickstarter. Check out Stride on Indiegogo. Burlap is coming to Kickstarter in October 22nd.
We'll talk about that more on the next podcast.
Yeah.
Where we might have a guest, depending on how
I will not be here.
Yeah. Okay.
Next episode.
We can't say that. Yes. He will not be here.
Yeah, I will not be here next episode. I will be gone.
Yes. So we will
Dead.
have somebody else in his place.
Yeah.
And I can no longer say joining me as always.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'll probably still go back to saying that.
It's true.
But yeah. And Stride will soon, hopefully, be coming to our store.
It's true. We also need to put Ether on our store, which is now.
Yeah.
It's been printed. It's here. It's live.
These are going out.
So hopefully,
mailing them like in 2 days.
Hopefully, by the time this video goes up, Ether will be on our store.
Yep.
And you can buy it there if you missed out on the Kickstarter. For any of the Kickstarters, whether that was Burlap, Crossbones, or Ether, you can go on our webpage, on our store, and pick up any one of those titles. And then soon, hopefully, you can also pick up Stride.
Yep.
So I think that's that.
That wraps up episode 8.
Episode 8.
Thank you so much for joining us. We are currently melting.
It's very hot in here.
I want like a time comparison and
I don't
see
know
how sweaty we are.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see the sweat going down my...
about 100 and something degrees.
I'm boiling. My armpits and my back are just wet right now.
So we're going to go ahead and melt away.
Just end it.
We're just going to boil into puddles.
Hurry up. This light is on my eye. We're done. Over.
Goodbye.
Go home. Go away.